First off, the screening was provided by Warner Brothers. This is Quite Awesome Movie Reviews Teen Titans Goes to the Movies review. This is an animated film from Warner Brothers, obviously. It follows the current iteration of the Teen Titans in their most recent show, not the originals. These are definitely kid-focused, or in general, the younger audience. So there's lots of jokes that kind of resonate with that. If you are a fan of the kind of series that's going on, you are going to enjoy this show. So I went to a screening, obviously, for the film, and it was the vast majority of kids. I didn't feel that they were too responsive to the overall experience, laughing very minimally. Actually, the adults were the loudest during certain segments of the actual movie, where they were really digging into the history of DC. So in this film, basically, the Teen Titans, specifically Robin, wants to get a movie. Robin wants his own movie. The Teen Titans want to help him, and so forth. And it's a film about them getting a movie made. And it really is a satire on the DC Universe and superheroes in general, as they kind of have every single DC character and a surprise cameo, which was actually one of the highlights of the film, come into this experience, which was quite something. So yeah, there's like every weird, bizarre, rare DC character you could think of is squeezed into the screen almost at all times. I think I'm generally getting fatigued of the DC heroes, maybe not superheroes in general, but I'm feeling it after this one, just because there were so many of them. And I get that they're making fun and poking at the DC, which was actually quite funny most of the time. Still, I was like, wow, I'm just kind of tired of this, and it's going to be interesting to see if I'm still feeling that when Aquaman and Shazam come out, as those are the next ones. So anyways, it's a very simple plot. There were a decent villain. Will Arnett's Slade, and he's kind of coming in there, and they're trying to find an arch nemesis because they want to get their movie made. And it's just kind of like a regular plot. It wasn't too long, but it felt quite long because it wasn't particularly funny or really too creative. I thought it was really nice animation. It's very solid. It looked cool, very vibrant colors. The music was all right, but quite repetitive. The same phrases were used over and over again in the songs, and I was hoping for a little bit more creativity in that regard. Overall, it was all right. I do love the core cast, because obviously Teen Titans are Robin, Starfire, Beast Boy, Raven, and Cyborg, which is a character not too many people like. Anyways, so they come together. The best parts were when they were as a team, kind of cohesively fighting, as they were very creative in the styles, because you got Beast Boy that can kind of shift into anything, and so can Cyborg. And then you've got the other two that have superpowers, basically flying and shooting things, and then Robin's just like a regular person, but he ties the team together. So definitely some core concepts around the family theme of this group working together, and then trying to get the movie made, and then dealing with the problems around that, and some darker overall themes. We got Nicolas Cage as Superman finally, which was actually really good. The voice was really well done. That would have been an interesting film back in the day. So overall, it was a fine film, but it wasn't anything too amazing. The audience was not very responsive to most of it, which was a bit disappointing, as screenings with kids can actually be a lot of fun if they are engaged, and that just wasn't there. I think they didn't really get all of the jokes, because the funny parts were focused on making fun of other parts of the DC, and if the kids don't know the references, it doesn't connect in that regard, so that didn't really work. I thought the montage of them kind of messing with origins was fantastic. There were some good things in it, but overall, I wasn't blown away by it. I'd give it a 6 out of 10, and you can read my full review in the description below. Again, it was alright, but I wasn't really feeling it. I think the younger audience, if they like the series, they're going to like this, but other than that, I'm not sure it's going to be a huge connection with people.